Hey everyone, welcome back into another video today. Clap 2 times if you want to hear me talk about Birdemic today. Fine, geez, I'm gonna talk about it anyway though. Did I miss a spot when I shaved? Right here? This movie came out in 2010. I was a freshman in high school in 2010. Do you guys feel old yet? Or young, depending on who you are? Because I sure feel old. This has got to be one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Finally, for the first time ever in the history of existence, I laced up my boots, I sat down on the couch, and I watched this disaster of a film. Alright, now that light behind me is on there, it doesn't really add too much to the lighting, but it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? There's also a kitchen spoon, like right over there. So let's just get this thing going, okay? Now, I kid you not, it takes over 4 minutes before there's even any dialogue in this movie. There's a 3-minute scene of him just driving. And then there's text flashing on the screen that looks worse than the text I use in my thumbnails. And then we get a great 30-second clip of him walking to wherever the heck he's going. And now we've gone to this diner for lunch or something like that, and we're gonna walk in, and the one lady who has one line in this film is gonna deliver that line flawlessly. Hi. Hey there, I'm right here on my video editor, and this is where she says hi. See where it has a big jump up and then a big drop off? Yeah, that's how bad the sound quality is here. It goes from nothing to hi to nothing to him saying hi. Trash!
Here is the menu.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with you.
Okay, I can tell we're in for a rough watch. This is not gonna be a fun movie to go through. There have been 4 sentences said, and I already want to stop watching. So he sees this pretty blonde-haired girl across the diner, because this must be the diner that all the young kids like going to eat at. And he just creepily stares at her while she walks all the way out of the restaurant. Oh, I completely forgot the part where he actually just follows her out onto the sidewalk.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
Excuse me, miss. Get away from me. So this movie has a real problem with every single word that is said having to have a camera change. Like every time someone says a word, the camera has to be directly on their face.
So are you from here?
Not really. What about you?
San Jose. I remember you now. You were in my English class.
I was.
Yeah, I sat 2 seats behind you.
Yeah, I sat 2 seats behind you and I was creepily staring at you the whole time. As you can tell, these actors' skills are off the charts just to start this movie. We are on an absolute roll right now. Oh wait, real quick, let's creepily watch Natalie walk away. So he creepily chases her down for the second time in a matter of 30 seconds, and then he asks if they can keep in contact, like a real gentleman.
Natalie! I was wondering if we can keep in contact.
Here's my card.
Here's mine.
Who on earth talks like that? Let's keep in contact. I would hate for our relationship to grow distant. And instead of just giving him a fake cell phone number and moving on with her life, she gives him her business card, and he just so happens to have a business card as well. I've never been in an encounter in my life whatsoever where I exchanged business cards with another person when I was trying to get their number. This movie takes place in the 2010s. What are we living in the 1950s or something?
In other news today, the population of polar bears is declining rapidly due to the melting of sea ice in the Arctic.
Oh, May I forgot to mention that this is an environmentalist movie about global warming and how it's destroying everything. And apparently this birdemic is going to be caused because all the birds go crazy because of global warming. Also, why does this news lady have a gigantic TV from the 1990s showing her news on it? Instead of doing what like any other news company does and just having it on a little square to the side right here. No one will be seated while the main character drives to work for another 3 straight minute montage of him just driving to work. I'm gonna need a drink to keep me awake during this video. Good thing I have a crisp, refreshing Coca-Cola. Just joking, I bet you thought I had a Coca-Cola sponsorship, didn't you? Now that this guy's at work, he's offering great deals to everybody, and he does this gigantic sale. My mouth got so watery from the Coke, I'm sorry. So our main character dude gets this gigantic sale of $1 million.
Woohoo! Caught the big fish.
How big was the sale?
$1 million.
What are you selling for $1 million, dude?
$1 million.
So now he's feeling high and mighty, and he's gonna go take a break from work for a while. And at the same time, Natalie's taking one of the worst photo shoots I've ever seen in my entire life over at the photo studio. And somehow this photo shoot, out of all the photo shoots on planet Earth, gets Victoria's Secret to be like, heck yeah, we want you to model for us. Which doesn't make any sense because Victoria's Secret is an underwear line. Not trying to be creepy, just pointing out that it is a lingerie company and none of those photos involved lingerie whatsoever. And also all the pictures were really crappy, so this kind of blows my mind.
Victoria's Secret wants you to become their cover girl model.
That's great!
So after both Rod and Natalie have the breakthroughs of their career on the exact same day, he decides to give her a phone call because true love don't wait.
I made a big sale today.
Good, fantastic.
And then the movie goes and insults me by throwing in my middle school basketball highlight reel.
Whew, it's killing me.
I know, man. What's with this weather?
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, we've been out here for like 3.5 minutes. I think that's enough exercise for the day. Starting to feel a little bit of soreness in my quads and my glutes. Over the next 7 minutes of movie, we don't get anything of value whatsoever. We get a scene with him getting solar panels installed at his place. What does that have to do with the Birdemic? I haven't seen a single bird yet in this movie. And then they go and stare at this tree. They're just staring at a tree with birds hovering around it. After their date, the next day, Natalie goes to her mom's house, and Natalie's mom seems very excited to meet this guy, except for the fact that she can hardly remember her lines.
Well, I can understand that, Well, keep me informed along the way.
Cut! Perfect! That's a beautiful scene. We don't need to run it again. Keep it as is. Let's keep going. Ready for the most awkward thumbs up ever? I hope so, because it's about to happen.
Gig pay well?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's my girl!
I think that was an amazing scene. Honestly, my favorite scene in the movie so far. Still haven't seen a bird yet though. Kinda interested to see some birds eventually in this movie. But is that scene more awkward than the congratulations scene? Let's find out.
Our board of directors has agreed to the acquisition of NCT Software by Oracle Corporation for $1 billion.
$100 billion.
I'm not lying. Hey, you better be clapping. It's $1 billion we're talking about. It's $1 billion. I'm not lying.
Congratulations. You bet. Congratulations. So, what are you getting with your money?
With all these random scenes, I find myself waiting for the moment that the Birdemic starts. Did I click on the wrong movie?
Well, with that new fashion model chick, you might want to impress her with a Ferrari.
I don't think she's materialistic.
When are you gonna grow up, man?
Hey, when are you gonna buy that girl that sick new Lamborghini? I know you've been dating her for like 2 days now. No, I think we're actually gonna save some money, put it into some bonds, some stock options, some mutual funds, try to save for our retirement. Ew, when are you gonna grow up, man? You suck. 5 minutes more of wasted time at a pumpkin festival of all things, and now we are walking on the beach for some reason.
The sea is so beautiful. No, all life came from the sea. I mean, look at us. We're made of water. So what?
What'd you say? Can you speak up?
Yes, to be kind.
What? I can't hear you.
Vicious.
And benches? What?
I figure if I don't make it big by the time I'm 30.
Whoa, what's up with the jump cut and the random hair flip in the middle of the scene just to interrupt me? Finally, while walking across the beach, we come across our first dead bird CGI disgusting piece of whatever the heck this is.
Look at these birds. I wonder how they died.
Stop, don't touch it. It may be infectious.
Stop, don't touch it, it may be infectious. Instead, let's just kind of stand here right next to it and kind of stare at it for a little bit. She sees a dead bird all curled up on the beach and her first thought was, I need to touch this thing. So after the third thrilling date we've seen these two go on in a movie that seems like it's never going to get started, Rod now goes to meet Natalie's mother.
So are you enjoying your retirement?
Oh, I love the retirement. I was a jeweler for 30 years, and sometimes I miss not going into the jewelry store, but...
Oh my goodness, get on with it, movie. I'm telling you right now, guys, this movie has basically just been a long series of dates that these two are going on. There's nothing Birdemic-y happening whatsoever yet. Now they're dancing alone in this bar and this guy is singing. Wow, that one guy's doing all the instrumentals and the chorus and everything else for the band as well. Man, he's pretty talented. Good job. Awkward thumbs up number 2 of the day. Now, even though they're both really rich, she's a Victoria's Secret model, he just had a $1 million sale and got a giant stock option so he can go ahead and retire early. They go to a creepy motel for the night. Like, we're talking worse than the Motel 6.
Perhaps just sharing your evening plans? If you're after a truly eerie experience, you might consider looking for older, independently owned motels in more remote areas. They often have a certain atmosphere that the chain establishments lack. Just out of curiosity, what makes a motel creepy in your book? Is it the peeling wallpaper, the flickering lights, the unsettling silence, or something else entirely? Either way, I hope you have an interesting and perhaps slightly unsettling night. Do let me know if you'd like any tips for enhancing the creepy motel experience, or perhaps for ensuring a slightly less unsettling one.
That may just be the creepiest thing that's ever happened. I'm just talking to you guys on this video here and my phone randomly just starts talking to me. I had no clue where that voice was coming from. So now that they're at this creepy motel, they're gonna get jiggy with it.
What do you think?
I think you look hideous! Boy, do I have some exciting news for you after this night of passionate lovemaking. The Birdemic actually decides to start, guys. We're actually in the movie now. And after 45 minutes of practically nothing happening in this movie, the transition to all-out chaos is quite shocking. Oh my my goodness, I thought I was just having a peaceful morning. What's going on right now? Birds are so angry right now, they are turning themselves into literal bombs and dive bombing buildings right now. Actually, those birds just seem to be chilling. There's some chill birds. Oh, I get it. I know what happened. These birds are all just hammered. They all just went out for a great night of partying. Go home, Mikey, you're drunk. So now they've barricaded the door hoping that the crazy birds don't come inside. And oddly enough, Rod is still in full clothing while Natalie is still in her underwear because Rod, after a night of passionate lovemaking, decided, I'm gonna put all my clothes back on and go to sleep. So like a dingus, Rod loses his car keys and now they have to go to someone else's room. And luckily those people are nice enough to let them use their van with them. And on the way to the van, they're like being chased by all these birds and things are supposed to be super scary. But it actually just leads to the most hilarious and absolutely outrageous scene in this movie. No music, no sound effects, just bird noises. The whole time they're just swinging their hangers wildly into the air. Are you sure this will look good in post-production? You just want me to swing my hanger like this? Okay, I guess I'll just keep going like this then. I need you to send help right now. There's birds attacking everywhere. Oh no, actually, this guy's just chilling right here. He's just hovering. No worries. I'm just gonna go this way. No, he's just chilling. He's good. Never mind. He's just chilling. So understandably, the Birdemic is going crazy, so they're making a getaway in this van. And then the guy that we just met pulls out this big gigantic auto rifle out of nowhere. And I don't think I even have to mention how horrible that noise is. This guy gets a little bit trigger happy, and while they're driving down the road, he starts firing wildly into the air. It's just so loud. It's just so unnecessarily loud.
Come out of the car, come on.
No, the birds will bite me. I'm scared. They killed my mommy.
I'm hearing all these birds, but I'm not really seeing any birds. It doesn't really seem like a birdemic is going on. There's no birds in the background at all in any of these shots. It doesn't seem as much like a birdemic. It seems a little bit more like a bird. I guess we're kind of frustrated right now. We're not mad at you guys. We're just disappointed, okay? Because of global warming. Oh yeah, they also rescue these two kids right here during that last scene, who completely forget 10 minutes later that their parents just died in front of them in a horrible bird attack, and are back to playing their GameCube.
I'm hungry. I've been under the car for a long time. Yeah, me too. I'm starving.
So now they very politely go to a convenience store. Obviously no one's at work because there's a bird apocalypse happening right now in California. But they very politely only take 1 pallet of water and 4 sandwiches and a couple lollipops when they had the opportunity to take literally everything there so that they could survive. If there's an apocalypse, you better believe I'm taking literally everything out of your store. All bets are off in an apocalypse. You think I know how to hunt? Do I look like a person who knows how to hunt something to you? No, I'm stealing all your sandwiches. So now things are really dire. Everyone's dying, explosions are happening everywhere in the city. Birds are literally becoming bombs. Whatever will we do? No one knows what we're gonna do about this. But apparently birds are allergic to the beach, so we're just gonna go down to the beach and have a lovely picnic now. This is actual insanity. This doesn't make any sense. To this point, ever since the Birdemic started, every time they walk outside, they're having to blast birds left and right. But suddenly they go to the beach and there are no birds anywhere to be found. So now that they're at their beach haven, Rod and Natalie are walking around and they find an old guy on a bridge.
Hey look, there's an old guy on the bridge.
Oh, how about that? You're right, Rod. There is an old guy on that bridge.
Don't you know that these birds are attacking people?
No way, they're dead from the bird flu virus. But what I do know is global warming is causing viral diseases such as bird flu, West Nile virus, and SARS.
No, it's not. Global warming is not causing bird flu. Sir, we're all dying. Please help us. Why are these birds attacking us? I don't know any of that. I don't know. I'm a doctor. I don't know. These birds have bird flu. But I can tell you that only you can prevent wildfires.
You should come with us. It's safer.
I've got my truck and my trailer.
Ah, an environmental scientist with his truck and his trailer, huh? How very green of you, sir. So after about a 3-minute more speech about how global warming is killing all the species of our entire world, but still having no answers as to why the birds are killing people and dive bombing them, we're back on the road to shoot some more birds. Wait, did anyone else notice this? A bird on strike! A bird not participating in the Birdemic! So Becky, the girl they're with, decides to go to the bathroom, so Natalie goes with her, and things really do not go well for Becky.
Oh my god, she's dead.
Not gonna lie to you guys, I'm pretty sure Natalie killed Becky when she shot 4 times wildly into the bushes that she was in. Look at her, she's just wildly shooting into the bush right where Becky's located. Oh no, it looks like she's dead. Sorry, Natalie, that's kind of what happens when you shoot people. So Natalie runs back and tells Becky's boyfriend, and then he runs all the way over to Becky to see if it was actually true that she's dead. And the movie feels the need to show us him running all the way there and then running all the way back after he's done. Dang, he's probably got a good 40 times. So now they decide to leave because it's not safe to stay in this area any longer. Becky has literally died. And now we roll up on a group of people trapped inside of a bus.
Let's go save them.
We can't. We have no room. It's full in here.
They killed Becky.
Yeah, let's kill those birds for Becky. Kill the birds for Becky. Kill the birds for Becky. For some reason, they just stop running on the way to the van and just kind of stand still for a minute. And then this happens. Oh no, the birds threw up on them. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're all just gonna die, okay. Not only do we have to worry about birds that become literal bombs now, but we also have to worry about birds whose vomit kills you instantly. This birdemic's getting out of control, man.
Why were you hiding in the trees?
Well, this is my home. I live here.
Now that it's just the 2 kids and our 2 main characters, they run off again and they're trying to clean off in this creek somewhere, and then they find the most weird character in this entire movie. A tree man, if you will.
That's my house. You're very safe here in the forest. Haven't you noticed those eagles seem to be going after people in their cars and gas stations?
So the crazy tree man who has no idea what's happening because he has no TVs, I'm assuming, and the bird attack's only been happening today, somehow has the assumption that birds aren't attacking anybody in the forest. Birds are only going for people who are in cars and at gas stations because global warming. But if that's the case, why did that bird kill Becky who was just trying to take a dump in the grass? I thought they were just going after people who weren't being environmentally friendly.
This is my home. I have to stay here to protect these trees from further harm.
What is this weirdo with a wig gonna do to protect those trees from further harm? So now our main characters run out of gas after that, and it's near a beach, so they go down to the beach. They happen to find all of these things in the back of their car that can help them cook a nice meal. Rod catches a fish somehow, don't ask me how, and I'm not a food sanitation expert, but I don't think Rod's cooking this fish correctly at all. That's disgusting, dude. He just sticks it straight in there. He doesn't skin the fish or anything. He just puts the whole fish directly into the pan. I'm sure it's fine. Just boil the whole thing for safety. And then the kids obviously don't want to eat that.
Yuck, I want Happy Meal.
Try the seaweed, it'll be really good.
Try the seaweed, it'll be really good. Let's go hit up another convenience store down the road. If we're walking on foot, apparently the birds won't attack us and we can go eat some real food. Not this boiled fish and this seaweed. That's so disgusting. You're so disgusting to me. So just like what's happened in the rest of this movie, birds show up out of nowhere from the sea because that's where birds live, out in the ocean. And let me tell you, this final battle, it just gets really intense. Dang it, Mikey, we told you to go home. You're drunk. Keeps running into everything. You can't have a good bird invasion with a bunch of drunk birds, okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. We're going in circles here. Where's the climax? When is this gonna end? How is this gonna end? How are we gonna stop all these birds from just destroying everything, right? Well, I'll tell you that the birds just leave. They just got bored. They just decided to go away.
Look, they're leaving.
The birds just decide to leave. Nobody knows why the birds are leaving. Even Natalie asked Rod at one point, why are the birds leaving? And he goes, I don't know. Maybe it was a warning strike. Maybe it was a message of if you keep doing what you're doing, we'll come back and in greater numbers. But one thing's for sure, our main characters all stand on the beach and just stare at the birds flying away for 4 straight minutes. I kid you not, they just keep staring at them for 4 straight minutes and then the credits start rolling and it's the worst ending to a movie that I've ever seen. You're telling me you made me watch that stuff for an hour and a half just to have no ending whatsoever? But there you have it. I watched this movie for the first time and hopefully the last time. I don't want to watch this anymore. What do you guys think of Birdemic? Let me know down in the comments below. If you're still here at this point in the video, thank you so much. You are helping my watch time get to monetization even quicker and I love you for that. I'm literally a few videos away from getting monetized with my watch time if you guys end up watching my content. So thank you so much for the love and support. Let me know which bad movie I should watch next in the comments below and stick around because I will upload another video soon. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Until then, all I have left to say is have a fantastic day. Don't get attacked by any birds today and bye-bye.